Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. My hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Shout out to Chili Willie, first one in the chat, I think, and our dear family, Angel Love and Keisha and Nancy, Herbal Essence, Shalina. Welcome, 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 Black family. Darlene X. I see y'all in the digital building. Thank you for tuning in to the Vicky Show. And I'm typically here weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. We have indeed an interesting war briefing today. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And I am ready to get right on into it, beloved. Just before, I'm going to, of course, go over a little bit of housekeeping because this is a network where there are multiple things that have to be discussed. For those of you that don't like that part, please stay out of my DMs before you get blocked. Somebody black, talk black to me. I put this up on Instagram just to give you a clue of what we're going to be discussing today. Do you see that today? Do you see that today? We're getting ready to discuss it. We're getting ready to discuss it, Black family. Yes, we are. Don Lemon, shout out to you, Naptown. I bless your gift. Hail to the Queen. Thank you, beloved. But family, just before we get ready to talk about, Donna Lemon in here in just a minute, family. Come in, would you? Giving us the thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. Would you do that? If you're watching us, especially on one of our YouTube platforms, please come in giving us the thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share, beloved. Yes, come on in, beloved. Also, I want you to know that you can text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live. To do that, text Queens to 31996 so that we're able to directly connect with you sometimes through your phone. We won't sell your information off and so forth like that. Okay, be sure to do that. We want you to know this weekend, the 23rd to the 25th, the All Black National Convention. You don't want to miss it. Go to allblacknationalconvention.com right away. Go to allblacknationalconvention.com. Thank you, Patricia, for all the beautiful purple hearts. Thank you. You say you love my purple. Thank you, royalty. I appreciate that, beloved. Yes, beloved. So make sure that you do that. All Black National Convention family, join today. You don't want to miss it. Some of the queens here will be a part of it, of course. I'm going to be doing one of the keynote speeches. You don't want to miss that because I'm going to be talking about high frequency living. I hope you're ready. I just hope you are. And I'll be moderating one of the panels. So anyway, the link is in the chat. You don't want to miss it, okay? And then tonight is Wednesday, of course, which means clubvicky.com, clubvicky.com. Clubvicky.com, of course, is my mastermind where you have direct access to me on my mastermind class. And which means that once a week, I'm going to be dropping a spiritual principle. I elaborate on it, and you have direct access to me there to where you can ask questions. So you don't want to miss that. Shout out to my Instagram family. Instagram, I want you to get ready to come on over to FlyNubianQueenTV.com because I'm going to need to use this device, okay? Shout out to you, Malcolm Russell, for sending me a cash app. I bless your gift 1,000-fold, beloved. So listen, I want to get ready to get into an important conversation today. You know that I have been very consistent about the importance of Black masculinity. I have explained it's not because the man is more important than the woman, sis. It's not because he is a God essence and you're not. In fact, our essence is the same, but our functions are different. I have explained on a number of occasions that the necessity for the Black masculine man to rise up and to take his place is especially important in this war against us. Why? Because you are our providers and protectors. That is your primary function. So, sis, the beautiful glories of the feminine and the beautiful glories of our seed, our children, our babies in Black society as a whole cannot be experienced. It can't be realized if the thing is not protected. How many of you all know that whenever you see valuables, money, jewels, and other such properties and possessions, there must be a defense mechanism in place? So this is the reason why the Black masculine man is oftentimes the primary target of the white supremacists. Somebody talk Black to me. You're so beautiful inside and out. So conscious. Thank you, beloved, for your kind words. That's important to know. So because we, beloved, are so valuable, so precious. Somebody talk Black to me. We necessarily need our men in place to ensure our survival. Not just our mere survival, but also our ability to thrive. Moreover, you cannot know and realize the divine feminine. She can't really come to be without her proper counterpart, the masculine man, taking his place. I'm gonna need somebody Black to talk Black to me. Only a true divine, righteous, masculine man can pull out the divine feminine for real, for real, for real. Now, I'm not going to digress and go, totally metaphysical on you. You got to go to clubvicky.com. I'm going to be breaking it down tonight. Not that principle. I'm excited tonight about a subject. Ooh, it's going to be yummy. It's going to be about striking. Y'all ain't ready for that. We'll make it short. Clubvicky.com for our mastermind course. So make sure that you sign up, beloved. They still have that, I think, $1 sign up fee going on, but I think that's going to change soon, baby, because the jewels that's dropping there, baby, I'm going to have to talk to the team in about 5 minutes, baby. It's going to have to end soon. We're going to have to go up in just a little bit. Clubvicky.com. Listen. So our latest war briefing, beloved, is about one Don Lemon. My bad. Don Lemon. And of course, Don Lemon, many of you know from CNN. He has a prime time show on CNN. And Don Lemon kind of switches around on CNN and throws his little weight around and stuff. Why y'all laughing at me? Throws his little weight around and stuff because he feels himself when he, talks about Donald Trump. He dogs out Donald Trump. And I don't have any problem with that. Anybody that calls out a white supremacist, I'm not going to stand in the way of that. I quite enjoy it. But Don Lemon, why he seems to be attacking this white supremacist man that some of you all call the president of the United States, and stuff. He leaks out his anti-black man hatred and disgust. It seeps out. It's got some leakage going on and stuff. And so Don Lemon, excuse me, doing it. Don Lemon. Somebody talk Black to me. I'm sorry, my bad. My bad. Getting them confused with Donna Brazil that used to work there. She now on Fox News. He has been really attacking Black folk in general for holding Jim Crow Joe Biden accountable. Now, Mr. Lemon, yes, he's some lemon. Oh, y'all got all them lemons up in there and stuff. A lot of lemons and stuff. A lot of lemons. Don Lemon and stuff. He ventured to do something recently that I don't think he's ever done in his life. What do you mean, Vicky? You think that he recently ventured out to do something that he's never done in his life? What could you be talking about? What do you mean, sis? What do you mean? What do you mean? All right, Instagram. Come on over to flynewbqueentv.com. I need to use this device, Instagram. Instagram, come on over. I'm trying to show y'all my little purple dress on the slick. I'm a girl. We sis, we like to show our outfits and jewelry and stuff. So come on, Instagram. Come on over to Fly New Big Queen. Family, by the way, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillon. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillon. I can't wait to see y'all. Mwah. All right. So I'm putting that family. So I was saying, wasn't I saying something? That Don Lemon, I believe, ventured out to do something that he perhaps has never, ever done in his life. Shout out to you, Insta Black TV, for your $50 gift. I bless it 1,000-fold. Cast that truth, Queen. Surah 21:18. Thank you. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thank you so much. Now let's talk about, what do you mean, Vicky? I believe that Don Lemon ventured. You know how when you're little, family, I don't know about some of you all, maybe some of you all, if you were learning how to swim, and maybe when you were little, some of you may have been afraid to swim. I was pretty good at swimming and stuff. I just didn't fool with the deep water like that. Like, don't go over my head. You know what I'm saying? What do I look like, submerging myself and playing underneath, But anyway, some of my other siblings were really, really good. My sister, she was excellent. And she was nothing but a fish. She loved to deep dive and do all that other kind of stuff, just showing all out in the pool, just to be showing out. But anyway, so you know how sometimes before you actually jump in the water, you test the water. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? You know how sometimes before you just full-fledged jump in the water, before you just put all your body, all of it in there, your hair and stuff, the safest thing you do, tell me, family, while I finish posting this on Instagram, what's the safest thing you do when you try to decide whether or not you finna submerge yourself in the water? I'm gonna need somebody. Oh my God, Mickey, you done said it now. Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. While I'm doing this, family, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Would you do that? If you're watching us on one of our YouTube platforms, make sure that you give us a thumbs up, thumbs up. If you're watching us on one of our other platforms, make sure that you like, that you share, that you subscribe. Of course, we're so pleased to know that we're reaching very likely a few million weekly, dear family. I know that my show is often replayed. I'm also on another platform. So I know that we have a couple of million potentially that we're reaching each week. So we know that there's different platforms is what I'm trying to say. And so the algorithms and the emojis and the way in which you engage on those platforms are different. So whatever it is, and no matter what day or time zone you're watching us in or on, please like, please share, please follow, please engage on the count of 3. Are you ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Thank you so very much, dear family. Now, I was saying, now that I've posted this, for this brief war brief, and I know y'all like, Vicki, you said it all the time, but I have been cutting them down a little bit, about 20, 30 minutes or some of them. But I've got to get ready tonight for my mastermind at clubvicky.com. Again, if you want to join clubvicky.com, go to clubvicky.com for that mere $1 for the first 30 days. And after that, it's a little bit more. Whatever it is, it's worth your time. It's a pittance compared to the jewels that you get, especially if you implement them. Now that I've said that, watch this. Now that I've said that, before you just jump out, off into a new venture, before you just put all of your body, all of yourself into the water, what do you do, family? I think you all said that you do a toe test, right? You put your foot in there first, right? You test the waters with your foot. Don Lemon, I think that's what he's doing in this instance. I posted this on Instagram. Again, follow me on Instagram, family, at Vicki X Dillard, and follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki. Watch this. I said Don Lemon runs from Ice Cube's interview challenge, interviews Charlamagne Tha God instead. Y'all see that? It's just happened. Don Lemon runs from Ice Cube's interview challenge, interviews Charlamagne Tha God instead. Now, this is no diss to Charlamagne. I'm not here to beat up on the brother. This is the main focus of this is Don Lemon. I'm just letting you know there's a reason why he's doing what he's doing, and it's to avoid something. Now, I'm getting ready to cue for you here in just a moment a little bit of an interview that Don Lemon did with Charlamagne Tha God. And I'm going to tell you why he just did an interview with Charlamagne Tha God. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. All right, family, let's get into it. What in the world is going on? Well, just to be clear, why did I say that he runs from a challenge from Ice Cube? Well, I did the show keeping you updated with what's going on with our brother Ice Cube, right? And Ice Cube putting forth his plan for Black America, the Democratic Party going absolutely crazy. They're upset that Black men are being strategic and thinking for themselves and rising up and not allowing themselves to be punked out. You know that I have been giving these League of Mammies, LOM, hashtag LOM, the infamous League of Mammies that include, but is not limited to Jamil Hill, your okras, your kales. Who am I missing, family? They've been using your Lizzos and stuff. Who else am I missing? Even former First Lady Michelle Obama has played the role of that as well. The list goes on and on and on. And so we have been making sure. What did I do yesterday? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name, family? What's her name? Shout out to you, Pamela, for your gift on Cash App. I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. Amanda Seals. You know we had to give her that word yesterday. And I don't know if it's a little bit of backlash. People mad about that, but it's just too bad. Somebody talk black to me. Simone Sanders, the linebacker. Thank you, Simone Sanders, the linebacker. Yes, 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 yes. Lomina. Does anybody know who Lomina is? Who's Lomina family? Who's that Lomina? Thank you. It's the Black TV. It's the Black keeps giving. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Lomina, also known as Joy Reid on MSNBC. So these are just some of the infamous frontliners in this war against black folk. But these blackface females have chosen to volunteer for white supremacy against their own people, and for white supremacy, right? Yes, sometimes Angela Rye, you got that right. I'm sorry, family, but if the shoe fits, wear it, beloved. If the shoe fits, wear it. If it fits. And the shoes we're talking about are not Kamala's Converse and her Timbs. Now, Vicky, let's move on. Back to Don Lemon. So Don Lemon, you all know that I did the show going through some of Ice Cube's interview that he did with Chris Cuomo, right? And you know that Chris Cuomo initially agreed to bring on Ice Cube, but then he reneged. He canceled because they were mad when they found out that he actually allowed Donald Trump's team to speak to him about his own proposal for Black America, even though he heard from both the Democrats and the Republicans. The Democrats told him, Negro, go sit down and wait till after the election. This is Vicky's translation. And the Republicans implemented some of it in their platinum plan, even though we know that the Republicans are full of you know what. We know that the Republicans are open racist and the Democrats are the covert ones. I need somebody black to talk black to me. So we did the show on that, right? And because of the backlash, that's you and I, because of us exposing CNN as hypocrites and as racist, because we continue to juxtapose them against Fox News, because we humiliated them, they ended up doing what, family? They reneged, they changed their mind, and then they ended up bringing our brother Ice Cube back on. Somebody say, talk black to me. That was a family affair. Not one individual can take credit for that. But the black grassroots gave it momentum and we exposed it. Is that right? Now, after Chris Cuomo, the same day Chris Cuomo did the interview with Ice Cube, Don Lemon show comes on right after Chris Cuomo's. So Chris Cuomo and Don Lemon started to chat about Chris Cuomo's interview with Ice Cube. Don Lemon. Oh, I'm gonna get back to the swimming in a minute. Don Lemon uses the top of his show to discuss Chris Cuomo's interview with Ice Cube and used it as an opportunity to belittle, mock, and basically essentially tell Ice Cube that he was in over his head. Somebody talk black to me. Somebody say he was trying to, give him that working from a distance. So Don talked a lot of noise about Ice Cube's interview. He did not say he was going to bring Ice Cube on so that he could talk to him mano to mano. Is that what y'all call it? That is a trait of a man. A man is not just 6 foot, 6 pack. Somebody talk black to me. 6, 7 figures. I'm not dissing that. We love that. That's gorgeous. We even believe in the number 6. That number 6 has to do with carbon and melanin too. That's great. Are y'all hearing me today? Being a man, beloved, is to be one that faces circumstances and situations head on. Are y'all hearing me? Men don't deflect and put the responsibility on somebody else. So Don, after Chris Cuomo ended up doing an interview with Ice Cube. Don, instead of bringing on another black man to talk to the black man directly, he uses the first part of his show to throw shade at Ice Cube. Ice Cube noticed it, and listen to what Ice Cube said while I get ready to pull up his tweet, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Keep liking and sharing. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Oh, you're tuned into the Vicky Show, where we're here weekdays on our prime time show. Somebody talk black to me. On our prime time show, right here on FlyNewBQueenTV.com, weekdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Are y'all hearing me today? So here's the tweet. After Ice Cube appeared on Chris Cuomo's show, and after Chris Cuomo ended up keeping his word after he reneged and said, okay, let me go ahead and bring this man on back because we all humiliated and exposed CNN. So you know I ain't lying. Y'all see Ice Cube? That's Ice Cube's Twitter page. Y'all see that? Right? Watch this. Ice Cube says to Chris, he says, thank you, Chris Cuomo. You're a man of your word. He tags Don Lemon. Y'all see that? He says, Don Lemon. I can't say what he actually said. He says, Don Lemon, that was some punk ass SHIT you just did. If you have any balls, I need to be on your show Monday night at 10 p.m. I'll be ready. I didn't say that. That's not the words I use. A man named Ice Cube said that. I just said. Did y'all just hear what I said? Did y'all hear what I said? You got to understand. It's not just some of these black female infamous members of the LOM, the League of Mammies, that have problems with black masculine men. It's some other black looking men that have problems with masculine black men. Shout out to you, Darius, for your gift. Shout out to Queen Vicky and her lipstick. Thank you. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. And thank you for your kind words, Darius. Listen. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Listen. So, why in the beginning of the show, Vicky, did you mention about before, you know, if you have concerns about learning how to swim, before you just jump all the way into deep water, sometimes you test the waters by putting your little toe and your little foot in it, right? So Don Lemon did something he's never done before. Don decided to test the waters of manhood. Way too much. Don Lemon decided to test the waters of manhood by tapping his little feet, his little toes and stuff in the water of manhood, by talking a whole lot of noise about Ice Cube when Ice Cube's interview had ended, and by failing to personally invite Ice Cube on. Do you understand? So Don said, you know what? I don't know about this black masculinity stuff, and I don't want to really have anything to do with it. I don't have any plans on diving deep into this. He said, I ain't got no business being out there in these deep waters of manhood. What I look like out there in the deep water, and then got the nerve to get on the diving board and just jump in. No. So Don said, I'm going to wade in the water. What y'all know about wading in the water? I'm from Mississippi. So Don said, you know what? I'm just going to wade in the waters of black masculinity by throwing shade at a masculine man from a distance. And when Don Lemon put his little toe in the waters of masculinity, he said, God, that feels uncomfortable. He wasn't comfortable. He felt out of sorts. He said, this ain't for me. You see what I'm saying? He said, this isn't for me. So Don talked all that noise at a distance. He was trying to be a man boy when he was talking to Chris Cuomo, wasn't he? Did y'all see it? So after Chris Cuomo had the nerve to actually meet with Ice Cube, Don Lemon, at the top of his show, he talking all that noise about this, that, and the third, and boy, he was wading in that water. He had his little toe. His little toe was moving around in the manhood waters, in the sea of manhood. Talking all that noise. So then he received a challenge. See, this is a trait of men. Men don't leave that dirty work to somebody else. Men don't sit back, bruh, and let everybody else handle stuff. God, today, I'm giving you a word. I just told you that being a man is not just about being as having a six-pack and 6-7 figures and all of that. That's all beautiful and gorgeous, and I would be a fool to tell you that was just nothing. That's wonderful if that's you, and being 6 foot and all that. But being a man is about integrity. It's about even if you are afraid, you still do it afraid. Somebody talk black to me. A man understands that his move signals to the masses, and it can change the trajectory of a bound up people, and it can help to shift them into the promised land if they would but take their place. Brothers, if you're scared, do it afraid. I've said this to you before. I was listening to one of my brothers some months back, and I thought this was such profound information. Shout out to you, Philip, for your gift. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. My brother 19 Keys, I saw a post that he put up, and I thought this was so insightful. And one of the things that my brother was doing, I watched my brother engage in, I think, some sort of boxing and martial arts tactics. And one of the things that was expressed, and this is what I want you to hear, black men. If you are scared, this is not me making fun of you. This is me real giving you strategies because I believe in you. You're in a world where the white man has given you food, circumstances, and situations to make you scared. They've given you weed, and they've given you names to make you look like you real hard as a gangster. And then when it's time for you to stand before the world in the face of a white supremacist, you bust out crying. I don't have a problem with the man crying. Somebody talk black to me. I have a problem when you break down in the face of white supremacy. That's what I have a problem with. Baby, we need our men to be a lamb with the enemy and a lion at home, baby. We believe in you. Break down, baby. We here to give you our shoulders and stuff. We're just saying that in the face of the white supremacists. You can't make us all vulnerable up there now. I love Killer Mike. Killer Mike has been doing some good stuff. But Killer Mike, when you did that press conference in Georgia, bro, you can't go around with a name like Killer Mike and the world's watching you at the press conference and you break down crying and then start fussing at black people for protesting. It just can't. You can't have your name just can't be Killer Mike. Is all I'm saying. It's got to be something else. It just can't be Killer Mike. It can be anything else but Killer Mike. So don't get it twisted. We're not saying that you're not supposed to be feeling and have issues. Somebody talk black to me. We're just saying that in the face of white supremacy, when the whole wide world is watching, just don't need you to do that right now. You understand? Thumbs up, family. We ain't trying to diss nobody. But one of the things I want you to understand, brothers, is that if you are afraid, don't forget the food they give you, the weed that they give you. That's why some of you out there brag about being stoned and smoking weed. You better put that weed down. Because you get confused. The weed don't empower you when we need you to be strong. Put that weed down. That ain't the same stuff that your ancestors had. The little 2 or 3 of them that did it. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Listen. That's exactly right, Motown. That atrazine, all of that. That's right. The psych drugs, all of those things that they do, even the images that the media regularly shows you. The stuff that you hear, the stuff that you drink, the air that you breathe, the food that you eat, the environment that you're in, it's meant to make you afraid. So what is the solution to that? I found this wisdom to be so sagacious, so right on. If you're afraid, brothers, start training. If you are afraid, start training. Start planning. You know what happens when you start training? Don't make me work this. I'm not supposed to be doing a mastermind course right now. I got to get back to Donna. Done. My bad. No harm. My bad. What happens when you train? You begin to build muscle memory. When you do a thing repetitiously, habitually, you train that thing that even in the face of difficulty, by reflex, are y'all hearing me today? You'll shift into action and it'll bypass your logic. You'll bypass fear, brothers, and you'll be ready to be on your square. See, when you have an economic plan, somebody talk black to me. When you have a plan in terms of defense, when you are taking classes, somebody talk black to me. When you're doing training, beloved, these things prepare you for the moment to stand up like a man, like we need you. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm giving you a real strategy because I understand your open enemy made you afraid. So when you train, when you engage in something habitually, you build up muscle memory. And so when that time of difficulty comes, you won't even logically dwell on the thing because that'll stupefy you, that'll freeze you, that'll stop you from acting when you should. Because you've been training, bro. You'll just shift and you'll just go into it because your mind been on it, your body been on it. You've been conditioning yourself. Now shift, Vicky. Now that I done said that, Don Lemon has not been spending his days in nobody's black manhood gym. Y'all hear me today? Don Lemon has not been spending his time engaging in the activities of manhood. Now, I want you to get ready to listen to a little bit of this clip, family. But I want you to keep in mind that Don hadn't been in nobody's gym. He'd been on the beach. So Don, when it came down, when our brother, let me go back to the tweet. Did y'all hear the tweet again? What did I tell you our brother Ice Cube said? Ice Cube specifically and directly challenged him. He says, Don Lemon, that was some punk ass SHIT you just did. If you have any balls, I need you to be on your show. I need to be on your show Monday night at 10 p.m. He said, I'll be ready. So instead of Don Lemon taking him up on that challenge, Don Lemon punts and said, "No, I'm finna bring on Charlamagne Tha God." See, Don punked out. He wasn't ready. Don, when he was directly challenged, he was asked to get in the ring. See, Don, you can't be talking noise in Boston and refuse to go to New York for the fight when you're invited. You got to get in the ring, Don. See, Don was outside of the ring in the stands in several states over, talking noise. You see what I'm saying? Why you laughing at me, y'all? Why y'all laughing? See, you can't talk noise outside of the ring. Ice Cube was offering you. He said, "Man, come in the ring. Let's see, men come in the ring, face to face." Like my brother Derek Muhammad said, sometimes real men don't talk face to Facebook. They talk face to face. That's a word of breakthrough for somebody. That's a breakthrough. So Don was talking all that noise. You about in Boston. The fight is in New York. The people said, can you come in the ring? Talking all that noise. So instead, Don said, let me call Charlamagne. Which means that Don Lemon was saying, I've not been spending my spare time training. This is what Don been doing during his spare time. This Don. Don Lemon is unfamiliar with the deep waters of manhood. See, you gonna run from a challenge of manhood when this is what you're supposed to be working out. You see what I'm saying? You can't be on the beach. Let me ask y'all something. I don't know. How many of you all know who Barkley and Boomer is? I broke down who Romina was. Does anybody know who Barkley and Boomer is? How many of y'all ever heard of Barkley and Boomer? Somebody talk black to me. Does anybody know who Barkley and Boomer is? Y'all said Charles Barkley. Woo! That's some deep shade against Charles Barkley, and I ain't about to help him. Does anybody know who Barkley and Boomer is? That's right. Barkley and Boomer are who's in their hands. Barkley and Boomer are not going to aid you, Don, in having the courage to meet with a man when they call you into the ring. Barkley and Boomer will get you humiliated. This doesn't count as conditioning and working out and getting ready. Somebody say, you gotta put Barkley and Boomer down. God, tonight. To show you a better one. Y'all know I don't doctor nothing. I don't knowingly or unknowingly give you not any misinformation. Real pictures. You got to let that this is not gonna get you the way you need to be in life. I'm just saying this. This ain't it right here. Because you've been spending your pastime not in the gym of manhood, but because this has been what you've been doing, Don. When a man comes to you and say, bring me on the show, you run from the fight, talking all that noise. The fight is in New York. You in Boston talking all that noise. Won't get in the ring. But instead, you go, instead of the one that invited you for the fight in the ring, you go and say, well, now I'm going to go get this one. This you. No shade on Charlamagne. But let's just keep it real. This ain't about Charlamagne. This is about Don Lemon and Neat having to leave Barkley and Boomer alone. This ain't the time for Barkley and Boomer. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Don't forget the All Black National Convention this weekend, family. The 23rd through the 25th. Go there go after as soon as the show is over. Make sure that you sign up. If you have an extra device, you can sign up at allblacknationalconvention.com. Allblacknationalconvention.com. It's going to be worth it. Dr. Boyce Watkins, of course, is going to be there. Dr. Wesley Muhammad, myself, I'm going to be doing a keynote. Tariq Nasheed, some of the Fly Nubian Queens are going to be on some of the panels. You don't want to miss it. And too many more that I can't even name, and I shouldn't even start naming people in the first place because it's just going to be an amazing group of people. So you don't want to miss that, beloved. 23rd through the 25th this week. And if that wasn't enough, and it's this again, family, we don't have to disrespect that man or nothing. I'm just saying these are things you gotta change up what you're doing outside the ring so that you have the courage to come in the ring. That's all I'm saying. Leave Barkley and Boomer alone. But watch this. I'll show you this later. Because let the people listen to the clip. Now that you've got the visual that you need, I want you to listen to a little bit of this. I want you to listen to a little bit of this. CNN is something else. And we're going to talk about in a little bit, some of the interesting men that CNN has on, they be having on the show. Men like, what's his name? Jeffrey Toobin. We'll get to that in a minute. Vicky, don't get ahead of yourself. The white man on CNN, attorney, who was on a Zoom call, and he was captured doing something on the Zoom call. On the Zoom call. The meeting. Why you at the meeting? I just can't go further on that. It just takes me down the wrong path. But he was beating something during the meeting. I'm just saying, this is CNN. This is the caliber of men that CNN tends to attract. But I'm going to talk to you about this, the only other kind of black men that CNN regularly brings on the show. The only black men that they bring on the show, I'm going to show you one unique trait and quality that the black men that they allow on the show. I got pictures to prove it. But Vicky, get back to the CNN.
Charlamagne.
Again, I've read the Copyright Act of 1976 while y'all laughing. I read the Copyright Act of 1976. So listen to this audio, honey, just very briefly, okay? Thumbs up, family. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. It won't take us long to get to where we got to go today.
Joins me now. Charlamagne, so good to see you. Thanks for doing this, all right?
Don, thank you for having me, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I want to get your take on how you're doing. And that's why I have you. Black voters, I've got to say this, are so much deeper than most candidates give us credit for, deeper than the ridiculous statements like, I've done more for black voters since Abraham Lincoln. Can you give me your take on black voters and what they want out of this election, Charlamagne?
Now, listen to the question. That's an exact question that he knows full well that Ice Cube was on CNN to answer. Ice Cube didn't stop there. Ice Cube specifically tagged Don Lemon and said, bring me on the show. Once again, you can't be in Boston, Don, talking noise outside the ring. You got to come in the ring. That's why, family, upon any engagement that black people engage in, you always have to understand what the weather is. Whenever you engage, black family, you always need to know what the weather is. What is the weather? What's the forecast today? Is it condensation? Is it going to be humid? Is it going to be humid? Is it going to be some dew? Y'all understanding what I'm saying today? Is it going to be dewy? Is it going to be misty? Foggy? What do those things have in common? You always got to know what the weather is. You understand? My spiritually intelligent black people need to understand what I'm saying today. So don't ever forget that whatever you engage in, especially in this war, make sure you check for the weather. Is it dew? Is it humidity? Somebody talk black to me. Is it going to be about this wetness, condensation? Is it misty? Is it foggy? That's the forecast that you're dealing with.
What they want out of this election, I think that we just want to be heard. I think that when you look at Joe Biden and his Lift Every Voice plan, some of the most important things in it for me are when he speaks on advancing the economic mobility of black people and closing the racial wealth and income gaps. But that's really all lip service, simply because we're in dream selling season. And on November 3rd, we're gonna find out whose dream America has been buying into. If everything in Joe Biden's plan for black people goes through, it'll absolutely make legitimate change. And I think the change that we want, but what it really boils down to is, Joe Biden getting in the White House and, Democrats taking control of the House and the Senate, because if that doesn't happen, nothing's going to happen. So to answer your question, I just think, we want to be heard. And I really think that, we're looking for some type of economic mobility.
So listen, okay, fair point. I think you're right about all of that. And listen.
Now he's sitting there saying fair point. Ice Cube had a whole plan about economics for black folk, which is what he was finna school you on. But you got scared when a black man said what you did, bro. These are not my words. Vicky, you know me. Vicky, I don't need to. This is not my words. Let me go back to the words, the direct and exact words of Ice Cube. Ice Cube said to you, Don, excuse me. Keep getting that confused. He said, Don Lemon, that was some punk ass S you did. If you have any balls, I need to be on your show Monday. See, Jeffrey Toobin know about that. That's how perverted the CNN, the kind of males that CNN pulls in. Now that one part about that, I'm gonna leave that at that because I don't want to get too crazy. We got babies and stuff watching us. But I want the babies to know this is not how you need to act and think and move. When you watch the Vicky show, the stuff that you see me criticize and rebuke means you don't do that. I want you to know it's safe to watch Vicky's show. The stuff that I show you, I'm bringing clarity to these slow, silly grown-ups that's got the whole wide world messed up. Which is why I want to let my babies know you're the ones that's going to lead. And the younger ones, you all are leading in more righteousness and more integrity than these so-called grown-ups. How old is Don Lemon? Don Lemon is 54. By the way, his partner, Mr. Malone, is 36. I'm going to leave that at that. That's cool. That's cool. Don got him about 20 years young. He got about that, but I'm just saying, leave it alone, Vicky, leave that alone. So Don likes to be in control. I mean, he's a little older than the young man. So he likes to control and stop the males he come into contact with. They got to be predictable. He's got to know, if he's got to know there's got to be a safe, you can look scary. Your name can be Killer Mike, for example. You can look like you down or like you got a connection to the black grassroots. And I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm just throwing it out there. Or your name can be Snoop Dogg. And then Snoop, you break down and come out looking like Snoopy. White supremacists don't fit it. Nobody is shaking in their boots over that. You see what I'm saying? But an Ice Cube that comes saying, telling you what you finna do. Today. That energy he moved with, that's what scared Don. Don, that he had him shaking in his boots like that. He like, man, I am not finna dive in this deep water of manhood. This is uncomfortable and I'm scared. So I'm going to do what I do best. Notice this in this picture. Notice in this picture, Don is not even in the water. He and his partner and Barkley and Boomer are on the sand of the sea. They're not even in the water. They're on the sand of the sea. But Vicky, get off of that. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up. Keep liking and sharing. Thumbs up. Watch this. So let's go further before I commentate anymore.
Even if I didn't, it's still your opinion and you're entitled to it. But this is what, considering the support that Joe Biden has from Black people, I think it would be incumbent upon Black people to hold his feet to the fire, to take into account if he does become president. You have talked about this before, about Black voters shouldn't be afraid to ask for something in return for their vote. It's one of those things that you and Diddy talked about recently, and I want you to listen to this.
Between COVID hitting us and because we weren't organized for this election, we have no choice now to get Trump out of there. Mm-hmm. It's a shame and it's our responsibility that we did not get anything out of putting Biden in the place he's in after the primaries.
They gave us Senator Harris as the VP. I mean, those are some of the things we were asking for. Black agenda could be way stronger, way stronger. He said he put a Black woman on the Supreme Court. We don't even know if that's going to happen now.
Hey, when you look at it, we don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want about Biden. I can't say I love the pick either, but hey, we got to get him in office.
Mm-hmm. Diddy, the weather. What's the forecast for the weather, Diddy? What's that conversation, Diddy, that you and Charlamagne had? I'm not trying to disrespect our brothers. I'm saying, but it's the weather. It's foggy. It's dewy. It's misty. It's condensation. It's humidity. Yeah, you bought a Bad Boy Records. Yes, y'all cuss and say some stuff that make it seem like every now and then you say something pro-Black. Oh, I'm holding up the Black vote. But at the end of the day, when you acquiesce and you say, no, I'm not going to demand that you agree to Black economic policy, and you say, oh, we just got to, that's weakness. That's condensation. Unlike all of that y'all putting out there, Ice Cube comes with an energy of none of that. Ice Cube is not saying whether or not he needs to get one white supremacist out for another. Thumbs up, family.
And then we got to hold them accountable.
All right. So listen, a lot of black people feel that
Diddy, how much sense does that make? We don't have no choice. We got to get him in. Then we'll hold him accountable. What war strategy? What political campaign strategy? What business sense on any level does that make? Let's give them power. Let's give them what they want. Then after they're officially there with no promises, no agreements, no policy proposals, no nothing, then we'll hold them accountable. Diddy, is that how you became a businessman? I mean, I know some of the folks, actually brothers, are mad at you, some of them, about certain business deals that you've been engaging in. I don't know. I'm not here to speak off negatively on none of that because I don't know all the details about that. I'm just saying I'm not sure what kind of agreements I would get into. Give somebody a whole house. Give somebody a whole car, access to all that kind of stuff. And then after they have the thing in their possession, talk about what you're finna do after. I mean, I don't understand, but I do understand. And so when we look at some of you guys and we wonder, how is it that white America and white society loves you guys? Because at the end of the day, no matter what kind of talk, you still try to legitimize a system that we delegitimized. Did you all hear what I just said? When you sit there and still say, let's vote, let's get him in there, without any official policy proposals for black folk, you are still, through your vote and your cooperation, legitimizing an illegitimate system. And it's because, Diddy, you are scared to death. And no disrespect, I hear some of my brothers a lot talking about mental health. How many of y'all know that mental health is a very real issue? With all the hell and trauma that black folk been through, it will make you to be out of your mind. But do you all understand that the reason why black folks suffer mentally is because there's not justice? And some of y'all do get on my nerves when you be talking about, bragging about meeting with this therapist, meeting with this psychiatrist. All that's good and wonderful. But most of the people that go to therapy and stuff, most of them are still having problems. So some of you guys try to act like therapy is greater than a spiritual practice. God, some of you all try to trade in your therapy. I'm not dissing it. I think you should go. We have strong, good black therapists. Somebody talk black to me. I bless your gifts 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Some of you guys like to talk about therapy as if there's some numbers that have come out with the overwhelming number of people whose lives changed by going to therapy. No, you don't. You go day for day, week for week. You spend a whole lot of money, which is fine. I believe in therapy. Bless you, daughters of Oshun. Especially from black practitioners. But some of you all don't want to be spiritual. See, you want to be crazy in what you accept. Some of you all that are having some of these mental issues is because you still flirting with unrighteousness. You still flirting with sickness and white supremacist deviant behaviors. And you wonder why you out of your mind. Come out of her, my people. You're engaging in sick, twisted behaviors, mindset circles, and you wondering why you feel like you crazy. Minister Farrakhan said a long time ago, I heard him say in a lecture. He says that when a person is forced to deal with, and I'm paraphrasing, but basically when a person is in an environment of injustice all the time, it causes an imbalance in the brain. And because you black men and black women don't understand that you are unique and you are unlike any other people, and your interconnection to the earth and to the cosmos is different. is off. You can't dwell in the world of white supremacy and then Charlamagne on top of that engage in crazy behaviors and mindsets and I'm just saying, that's why you feel like you're out your mind. And then some of you thump your nose at spirituality because a white man done messed over religion. I'm with you on that. But don't try to trade it in for therapy when every day, every week, you live your life from crisis to crisis. That therapy didn't cure everything because you go every day, every week, every month, and you spend big dollars. And then the money you spend on therapists, some of you all will trip and won't even sign up with a clubvicky.com. Y'all see me throw that in there. You won't even sign up for a small little nominal fee every month for a clubvicky.com. And every week I'm dropping spiritual jewels and all you need to do is do it. You don't understand. You ain't like everybody else. Going to a white supremacist to get them to diagnose what's wrong with your big, beautiful black brain. While they trying to undermine you. And you put all your trust and all that into some stranger. That all they doing is asking you a few questions about your past. And you get out of there talking about, oh, that was a blessing. No, it ain't. You said it was a blessing because you watched TV and somebody was on TV telling you about therapy. And you using that to replace your spirituality. Get connected, slowness. Go to clubvicky.com and get your mind straight. Get your mastermind right. I got some work I can do for you. We're in a world of white supremacy. Of course you're going to be out your mind. But I ain't finna run into the arms of some white supremacists to tell them all about hopes and dreams, and y'all gonna sit there and tell me some go to therapy, 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 go to therapy. You gotta go to therapy. Funny looking self. And you trying to run from your blackness, run from your spirituality, and then want to know why you crazy. And then you gonna run from stuff Vicky's saying. You can embrace a Cardi B who says she drugs men and she would make sure that they're raped and sexually assaulted by a trans. You call that your buddy. You will love on Amanda Seals who tells us to eat a bag of DICKIs. DICKS's, I'm sorry. A bag of DICKS's. But a Vicky who doesn't use that language but tells you the truth, you stay far from me. Stay crazy. And then I'll work something on you spiritually and see if you go further with that thing. You can run from me if you want to. Some of you running from the solutions. She's hollering too much. I mean, all of that hair and the Nigerian stuff. And she just be flicking her hair so much I can't stand it. But boy, Cardi B and MF and White Boy and back that thing up and MF and S and MF and BBBBB and BBBBB and beating up people and beating up other stars openly on when everybody's watching at a modeling thing or whatever that thing was. Oh, I'm down with that life. Lizzo talking crazy, booty all out in front of the kids. Oh, I'm down with that. But that Vicky boy, that's too much. That's proof that you are out of your mind. You got an appetite for that, and then you want to give me the middle finger. You are proving you are out of your mind. Now I ain't finna give you no content like no Rachel Maddow with your bound up, broke down self getting ready to jump off of somebody's bridge. You don't need to get the word the way Don Lemon gives you the word. Laura Ingram, Chris Cuomo, fool. You need somebody to holler at you, speak spirit, come back down, talk regular English to you, then go do some ebonics, then get diplomatic on your butt, and then let me give you some energy and let me work my magic on you. You need it like that. Your cure, your elixir is different, slowness. That's why I'm working on my coon rehab. You can't brag on therapy and all this other kind of stuff when y'all still in bondage and crazy. You ain't even got no measurable breakthroughs. Who told you that? Your open enemy told you that. It's just too much. I can deal with titty and booty and cussing and crazy and ratchet. I can deal with murder, robbery, theft, drugging. But that Vicky, that's too much. Yeah, you out your mind, fool. You out your mind. This is a word for somebody. This is a word for you. You don't submit to truth long enough, you're going to be crazy. Vicky, please go back to the show.
Power to support Democrats. Nothing ever happens. You were just talking about that. So listen, I love the conversation that you were having with Diddy, and I love what Diddy is doing right now with it
Me too.
Politically. But go on.
Yeah, I think what Diddy is doing is dope, and it's very important to acknowledge that our Black Party was launched by Mayor Candace Hollingsworth from Hyattsville, Maryland, and former Vice Mayor Charlottesville, Dr. Wes Bell. Why
is Don Lemon sitting up here touting how wonderful Diddy's program is when Ice Cube was there to talk about his plan? Why? Do you understand? See, there's a more acceptable manhood that he want to deal with. What's wrong with this one over here that's trying to talk to you face to face? They telling you to get in the ring. Get in the ring. You can't be in Boston talking noise in a fight in New York, boo. Fight in Alabama. Come up out of Missouri. Can't do that like that. Fight in Arizona. You in Alaska. We want you to get in the ring. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody, please hit that.
Diddy is coming on board to lend his money.
Everybody, please hit that subscribe button right now. If you're watching us on one of our YouTube channels, hit that subscribe button right now. Thumbs up, like, share, like, share, like, share. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillon. And don't forget the All Black National Convention this weekend, the 23rd through the 25th. AllBlackNationalConvention.com. AllBlackNationalConvention.com.
Resources and his influence. And to me, that's the kind of unity and group operation we need if we are going to have celebrities involved in politics. And Black people, we do need our own political party. We should be voting in blocks and voting for our interests, nationally and locally. And we shouldn't be so predictable with our vote. Like the two largest voting groups in the Democratic Party are Black women and Black men. And I don't think that, overwhelming support for Democrats or Republicans is moving the needle in a positive direction for the Black community. So I love the idea of our Black Party. And I want you to note that Diddy said the main interest for our Black Party this year is to get that fascist out of the White House.
Yeah. Again.
That's the reason why you bring on them. Because Charlamagne and the Diddy's of the world are still legitimizing an illegitimate system. They're still saying, yes, with their mouth, we need tangibles, or yeah, we need to do something different. You acknowledge that they're screwing us over. You acknowledge that they're destroying our lives. You acknowledge that they steal from us. They don't do nothing from us, but you still at the end of the day tell us to still show up at the polls with absolutely no at least official political proposal. Another sign you're out of your mind. That's right, Candy. Our infamous buttery bussy bites.
Just not as much of the conversation as you've had with Diddy, but he's real. He knows what he's talking about. He has done his home.
Diddy, he's real. He knows. Diddy is the one that called Snoop Dogg and turned him into Snoopy. Snoop Dogg was at the Red Table Talk and said that it was Van Jones. Oh, what's Medea's name? Tyler Perry. And Diddy is the one. Those are the three Black men that we know of, according to Snoop, that called him and told him to apologize to Gayle King. Diddy is the same one that told us not too long ago, vote or die. Thankfully, we have been making conscious and elite, free-thinking, and intelligent Black people. And they ain't going for that. We see too good. And the thing about me, a lady years ago, she was a spiritual lady. I mean, I don't care what the spiritual practice is, where I go, it don't even matter. They call me out. They'll see me from a distance and they'll read me, and I'm trying to run from them. Lady says, Vicky, you have the type of discernment that scares people. Because a lot of times people that I know don't mean me no good. From a distance, let me tell y'all something. Do you know, Black family, in this world of white supremacy, I was so unsure, and I was reaching for everything outside of myself to tell me who I was and to tap me into my purpose, into my spirituality. And because I had so many doors slammed in my face, that forced me to go inside. And when I did that, I started seeing and hearing stuff. And do you know that there was sometimes I can read conversations that's happening at a distance? And then I'll play it off and that person try to text me, message me, talk to me, act like they be down, acting like they down for me too. Hey, queen! Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up! And I just be reading them so good, can hear conversations. And they be knowing it too, because they know I be keeping them at a distance. Black family, that's the kind of people that we are training. We're training intelligent Black people. No matter what. Somebody talk Black to me. Small town stuff on us. And then you mad at me. Vicky she thinks she this. She thinks she that because your spirit. It's your spirit. It's your spirit that's just funky and snaky and repelling. I'm reading it so good. That's what you don't like about me. I don't disrespect you. I just keep you at a far away. Somebody talk Black to me. Trying to run this small town stuff on us like you done lost your mind. Slowness.
So I'm really happy about that. But listen, you said the two.
Well, even if he doesn't know what he's talking about, he's standing next to people who know
what they're talking about. Amen, yes. Brother. Thank you. So having said that, you said
that's true in Ice Cube's case. Of course, he's sitting there talking about Diddy. That's true in Ice Cube's case. But let me tell you something. Those of you that have degrees, you Barack Obamas and Michelle Obamas that hail from Ivy League schools, you law professors, constitutional law, y'all don't get credit for nothing. Stop telling people about your degrees and your masters and your doctorates. You've not done nothing with that. What have you cured? What breakthroughs do you have? The Honorable Marcus Garvey managed to do millions and millions and millions and to shake the world in his time without all that. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't get past the 4th grade and he made world shakers, history makers, and did tens of millions of dollars. I mean, it's equal to today's money, and had banks that were doing international business. They had schools and stuff. What do you have that can equal that? Your degrees make you look stupid. The degree is exactly what it says. It's a degree of knowledge. When you're tapped into spirit and you activate, there's an infinite and limitless amount of knowledge and wisdom that you can tap into and have. Moreover, the stuff that you brag about is white folks' university, stuff white folks taught you. You want me to give you a pat on the back? You got your economics degree. What schools and business, what businesses and what banks do you have? You got your political science degree. What have you done politically that helped Black folk? The scripture says that he will use the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. I brag about, I know stuff I don't know. I show up in rooms, powerful spaces without knowing nothing. And then the spirit will tell me stuff that I need to know on a need to know basis. Now I do my regular homework and researching and study, but there's only so much you can know from that. Funny looking self. They're in the room with people that know. The people that know, why are Black folk, why is it the people that know? Why is it Diddy, the people that know what Diddy don't have? How come Black folks don't have bigger breakthroughs? Since you know. That's a humiliation to tell us about your degrees. And now that's a humiliation. Not for all of you, but for a lot of you. You even have a whole bunch of decades later. That's an even bigger humiliation. Stop telling people all of that to the schools that you went to. Nothing to brag about. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm setting a new standard. I roll my eyes at that. That don't mean nothing.
That black women and black men, two biggest voting blocks. You've seen, the polls that have been done on black men, prominent black men who are coming out saying, oh, well, maybe I should vote for Trump, or maybe I'm looking towards Trump, or some just saying, I need to work with both parties with, you know what I'm talking about. What do you?
Yes. Did you hear that? His butt. You got the black man that says, well, maybe I should work with both parties. You know what I'm talking about. Yes. And you're so manless. Somebody put manless in the chat. You're so manless, Don. You can't even say Ice Cube's name. Ice Cube said, and we know this because this is what we say. This is our talking point. Racism is an American problem, which is why you always hear Vicky screaming to the top of her lungs, do not have any kind of affiliation with the label. When you do that, you allow white supremacists to get away with murder, slowness. That's why Don Lemon is sitting up there talking about, oh, maybe we should work with both parties. Yes, fool. The Republicans are responsible for the white supremacists, terrorism, murder, theft, bloodshed we're experiencing just like the Democrats are, dummy. Which is why I ain't trying to boss you around, Don Lemon.
Yeah.
I only believe in giving encouragement. Somebody say encouragement. I just believe in encouraging people. What am I encouraging Don Lemon to do? I'm encouraging you to get up off these people's beaches and leave Barkley and Boomer alone. Done. This instead of you training in your pastime. When Ice Cube said, I'll meet you in the ring, bring me on the show, you ran and you went and got Charlamagne to stand in his stead.
I've been wanting to ask you about it.
I don't like that narrative, because if Trump wins, they're not about to turn this into a black men are the reason Trump is in office thing. In 2016, black men voted against Trump more than any other group of men. That's a fact. You actually need to do a showdown on white women and ask them why they came out and voted for Trump in 2016.
Now, shout out to Charlamagne for telling them that part. But Don Lemon know that he gonna beat him up a little bit, but he knows that we're gonna listen to the last part before we get ready to go. But you do need to be asking. See, this is what I'll be talking about. White people, all of this for hundreds of years, and some will make the case if we get real accurate for thousands of years, because we've been getting ready to move into what the scripture calls the seventh day. For those of you that believe that the earth is only 6,000 years of age, that ain't about your real world, black family. Black family, you are the mother and fathers of civilization. You are the original. You are the ancient of days. There's no birth record for us. Somebody talk black to me. That's 6,000 years that the scripture is talking about in the book of Genesis. Remember, there's some multi-layered revelations that come out of the book of Genesis that has to do with the newest people on our planet's days. That's not your world, slowness. You don't have a birth record, baby. That's them that's their 6,000 years. They're new. Their world is that. That's not you. That's a side issue, Vicky. Get back onto this confusion. Thumbs up.
Over one of their own, and do they plan to make the same mistake?
And don't forget, we have a Black Business School, so make sure that you check out the links in the chat. Black Business, go to flynubianbusiness.com if you want to learn how to start a black business.
This year. Don't put that on black men.
Mm-hmm. Go on, talk to me more about that. I want to hear.
That's the part that I was trying to get to. Is white folks, you all created all the hell and catastrophe in the world, and then you want black folks to fix it out. We make worlds, we build numerous civilizations, we make the whole wide world go round. We've been doing it since the beginning of time. You make the mess and then you turn around and want us to fix it. Like Trump. White folk in America and white folk around the world helped Trump cheat. It was all white people, whether you Russian white people or American white people. All y'all helped to cheat through the Electoral College, through other voter suppression tactics, all that. All this is white people's fault. You so-called white evangelical Christians and stuff, you guys are the one that helped to put him in there overwhelmingly. And white women, you're the ones that showed up for him after he told you. Forget what his first wife said he raped her. Forget all the other people that said he raped them and did this and that. Trump told us he sexually assaults women. And y'all still went out there in droves. You knew that the university he was running was a scam and he screwed people over. Y'all still went out there. You knew that one of the most racist administration we've ever had, which is the Nixon administration, they said Trump and his family were so racist that they had to sue him. It was under the Nixon administration that sued Trump's family and stuff for racism in real estate because they refused to rent to black folk. They sued him and ended up paying millions of dollars. Y'all knew all this and too much more that I can't even get into right now. But you say putting all the pressure on the black man and the black woman to fix it. Proof that you still see us as a slave and as America's burden bearers. And then you got sisters out here that's still fighting what happened to them in 6th grade, not being able to go to the dance with this boy that they like. They end up making them professors and putting them on MSNBC, and then they use their platforms to dog out black men and to say stuff like that Professor Crunk lady I told y'all about, Brittany Cooper. Look her up. Look up Brittany. Follow Brittany on Twitter. Brittany Cooper, who's on MSNBC and stuff. She actually, in response to Ice Cube, said F Ice Cube. And she referred to him and other brothers as you traitorous mother effers. Think about that. Then you got Jamil Hill coming out here with her anti-black man self. She shows grace for racist Joe Biden. She used little soft gloves to fight him. And they use their strongest language to call black men like Minister Farrakhan vile. Jamil Hill did that. And she put it in print in an Atlantic article. I did a show on it. Think about that. I have no respect or patience for none of you members of law. Brittany Cooper, who's got a whole lot going on. I'm gonna leave it alone. She's never used language to describe, I'm sure, publicly, Joe Biden referring to him as a traitorous MFer. When has she ever said, when she found out the number of lives, black lives that were destroyed because of Joe Biden, did she ever say F Joe Biden publicly? Somebody confronted Jamil Hill on Twitter the other day about her caping for Joe Biden. And she said, in the past, I have said this, that, and the third. What, have you said F Joe Biden, though? Have you called Joe Biden vile? That's right, Chris. I bless your gift 1,000-fold, beloved. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, baby. My question is, but have you called Joe Biden vile? You use that language for Minister Farrakhan. Did you consider Joe Biden screwing over families vile? Black families is vile. And as I've made the point on Twitter on a number of occasions, and so have other folk too, I work with black men on the networks I'm on. I work with black masculine men on the networks I'm on. I don't work for white male corporations. Somebody talk black to me. Desmond said, talk black to me, baby. I'm talking black to you, beloved. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, like and share, family. I have respect for black men. They believed in me. They're using their platforms to get Vicky's name out there, a couple of them. Dr. Boyce Watkins, like it or lump it, he's the one that set this thing off. Let's just be real. Thumbs up, family.
Well, I think, to even answer your question more deeply, I think, when it comes to those black people, you see who may be, showing support for.
And let me just stop and say this. This is the reason why I also respect him for that. Because there are some brothers out there that have large platforms. I've been in contact with a few. You have a lot to say about this brother over here, but are you using your platform to elevate Vicky's voice while you're running your mouth about the brother over here? What are you doing? Some of you trip about this infestation of black mammies that are out here doing major damage to black men. But are you elevating voices like mine and other similar sisters that are out there that's just been putting in the work and loving on our brothers for real, for real, for real? I'm saying you can't really complain like that hard on a black man that actually shows he believes in me. God, today. And with your platform, I couldn't even pay you to be on yours. God, today. I'm just saying. And I don't beg. Just want to be, Vicky don't beg. Hey, I'm the prize. I'm the blessing. So I don't ever get that twisted. I hope you don't ever in life do that. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Don't forget the All Black National Convention this weekend, 23rd through 25th.
It's because Trump is actually talking to young black male voters. He's directing ads towards them. They are a group that, never get courted. I mean, black people don't get courted either as a whole, but that old Democratic regime, it speaks to old black men, and they think everyone else in the black community, the black family, is just supposed to fall in line. They know black women are going to show up regardless, and they, like I said, they speak to older black men, and they think the rest of us all speak the same language. So Trump is targeting young black males, and promo and marketing, it works.
For marketing. Okay, just real quick, because I have a couple more things I want to talk to you. If you can give me a quick answer. Do you think that Kamala Harris on the ticket, do you think Senator Harris, does that help with black men and women?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when we were pushing for, Joe Biden to pick a black woman as his VP, Senator Harris was who I had in mind, and I'm voting for Kamala Harris. I'll tell you that in a heartbeat. I'm not necessarily voting for Joe Biden. I'm voting for Senator Kamala Harris.
Well, you got don't you have your voting, your ballot right there?
Charlamagne, I'm not going to beat you up today, brother. But again, it shows about minds being healed. Minds have to be healed. Because we can't see all the open videos of her strategically bragging about targeting, locking up black families on purpose. We can't know that she may have slept her way to the top with a black powerful politician to get to where she need to go. We can't pretend like we didn't hear her say, no, she is not going to do something just for black people, and then turn around and say, and consider her to be a black woman when at first she was coming out talking about she was Indian. How do we pretend like none of that existed? We cannot pretend that she does not have a bona fide certified record, that she was literally fighting with the courts. The courts told her she needed to empty some of the prisons out because there were too many prisons, and she fought with the appeals court and told them that they needed that labor in prison for the fires in California because it was the prisoners that were getting paid next to nothing to put out the fires in California, and she fought the actual courts to keep them there. And if we're going to pretend like that whole long anti-black record she has doesn't exist, her recent record when she was interviewed by a black reporter, when she was running for office and specifically asked her about reparations, she not only said what she wasn't going to do about reparations, she said, no, I'm not going to say I'm going to do something just for black people. That's when folks start to look at you and say, you know what? Even if you were trying to be careful, you would have more credibility if you said, you would have more credibility if you just said, yes, she's got this terrible past. And I believe that because of the pressure that we've been putting on her, especially in recent history, I just believe that she's going to do better. Even if you said that, you would have more credibility. But the idea to act like this woman is an anti-black, and she did it, all that she did against black people was for political expediency. The fact that we're not acknowledging that, that's why black folks say we can't trust you. I'm just saying, The reason why some folks say that is because that's what it make it look like y'all still doing backdoor dealing, because you can't even be honest about what she actually did.
Well, actually, I showed you this before we got on, but
you just showed me the envelope, but I don't know what's in there.
What's happening? Trying to mess with me. Okay, look like they have look like some tech issues while I'm trying to play this. Maybe they're trying to throw it out because they're watching the Vicky show live.
Listen, I'm voting for Senator Kamala Harris. You
Yeah.
know, I believe Kamala is a political change agent. I think she's exactly the leader this country needs to lead us in the future. If she's not, then I'll just be wrong. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, Don. I'm just so tired of like old white male leadership in politics.
I'm so tired of old white male leadership in politics. But let's go vote for Joe Biden. Ice Cube says, I'm willing to work with anybody that's willing to work with me. Somebody talk black to me. CNN not only likes to bring on the little Jeffrey Tobins of the world, that white attorney that was beating beating his you know what during a Zoom call. Somebody talk black to me. I've got some medical issues, so sometimes where I've had to go on Zoom, I've had to deal with some medical stuff. But the idea of you doing beating stuff, I don't. In the middle of a bit, I just beat it. I don't. God, if you could get off of that, it just. But I'm trying to show you the problem that CNN has. That's what I'm trying to say, and I'm trying to keep you focused on why they picked Don Lemon for a primetime show. I'm just encouraging Don Lemon to spend more. Don, if you're not going to dive into the deep waters of manhood, which I understand, everybody ain't meant to do that. I just think that you need to just stop playing with it, because you was playing like you was going to really do something to Ice Cube, and then when Ice Cube said, "Bring me on your show," I'm just saying, don't make threats like that. Just focus on Barkley and Bloom. Just stick to Barkley and Bloom. Don't test the waters like that. Watch this. Does anybody know who Bakari Sellers is? Does anybody know who Bakari Sellers is? Does anybody know who Bakari Sellers is? I'm gonna give you at least 3 names. And these are black men. Who's Bakari Sellers' family? Yes. Okay, y'all saying yes. Let me show you. Who's Bakari? Who's Bakari Sellers? Let me try to get the picture where you can see it. Who's Bakari Sellers? Bakari Sellers is an attorney. And he's a regular contributor on CNN. This is Bakari Sellers breaking down, crying. He cried so hard on CNN, y'all. It was like he couldn't get none of his sentences out. It wasn't tears coming down his eyes. It was, and he was breaking down. Guess what he was talking about? Would anybody like to take a guess at when he broke down? When did Bakari Sellers break down, family? Once again, CNN. When did Bakari break down? When he broke down crying like this, what was he breaking down? Why was he breaking down, family? He was breaking down in the face of white supremacists' attack against black people. Once again, brothers keep breaking down when we're dealing with white supremacists. Those weren't even COVID tears. Those weren't even the COVID tears breaking down from the 20-some thousand lives that was lost. But there's another black man that's on CNN. Does anybody know who Victor Blackwell is? Victor Blackwell. Y'all see the tears in his eyes? Got choked up. Does anybody know who Victor Blackwell is? This is CNN. I'm trying to let you know the only kind of black men that CNN believes in. Did you all know that Victor Blackwell broke down so hard on CNN? That's on the weekends. What was he talking about, family, when he broke down? What was he talking about when he broke down, family? It had to do with appealing to Donald Trump about what black folks are going through as it relates to racism. Van Jones, brother, no disrespect. Man, when I first heard Van Jones years ago at the American Futures Conference in Washington, D.C., they flew me out there for that. This national organization, political organization, years ago. That was my first time seeing him live. It was profound. I was like, this brother is something else. Van Jones, he's an attorney as well. Bakari Sellers is an attorney too. Van Jones, keep crying. I love you, brother. I love you, brothers, on seeing him. Van was breaking down, talking about he don't know what he gonna tell his children as it relates to these white supremacist attacks. Every single one of these brothers broke down, crying hard for real. And in every situation, they was crying because of white supremacist attack against black folk. Those are the only kind of black men that CNN allows regularly on the show. And you can see why Don Lemon ran. He ran into the arms of Charlamagne. He ran into the arms of Charlamagne and asked Charlamagne to rescue him. I don't want to go in the ring with Ice Cube. So let me meet with Charlamagne. Charlamagne is going to call me out a little bit. Charlamagne is going to call out white supremacy a little bit. But when Charlamagne is done, at the end of the day, he's still going to say vote for Joe Biden. Again, this is not a diss with any of these brothers. Charlamagne, Van Jones, Bakari Sellers, Victor Blackwell. I'm just trying to let you brothers know it's okay to cry. It's okay to be emotional in the arms of your woman. I need you to be a lion with the enemy and be a lamb with your woman. I'm saying that in every single one of those instances where they repeatedly cried, y'all, it had to do with the fight of white supremacy. They make you afraid, which is the reason why you guys keep acquiescing and capitulating to it. You're crying because you know it's wrong. You know it hurts. You know it for real hurts. They do believe it's hurtful to the black community. And you brothers feel powerless. But Vicky, I've been giving you some solutions. You need to train. You better get up off that beach and leave Barkley and Bloomer alone. Can't be on the beach with Barkley and Bloomer and think you're going to be strong in the face of white supremacy. You've got to get around other black, like-minded folk and start to train and plan. Ollie, thank you for your knowledge you impart. Thank you, beloved. It's my privilege. I got to go, family. I got to get ready for my mastermind classes. Get ready to happen in a few minutes. I love you to pieces. Again, this is no disrespect to any of these brothers. But Don Lemon, Misty, shall I call you Misty? Foggy? Condi for condensation? Your utter cowardice is noted. You attacking a black masculine man for thinking for himself is duly noted. And we encouraged you, as they would say in the military, as you were. I've dismissed you now, Don. I say as you were. As you were. With love, thank you, Vicky. It's my privilege, beloved. I love y'all. It's my privilege, my bliss, my honor to serve you, the black family. You are the most special people ever. But even with all this family, you are in a very politically auspicious position, family. And really, it doesn't matter who wins. We're going to come up with all kinds of plans to push our agenda and to undermine any anti-Black agenda, no matter who's in office. And God knows, as I continue my journey with this medical disability that I'm working through, don't feel sorry for me. Little bit by little bit. I'm talking about in due course, even if it's next year. I would love, as I told y'all this long time ago, I would love to do my own campaigns and to make my way through your churches and your mosques and your places of worship and your universities and your schools and start in advance, Vicky, campaigning and talking Black to you in person. Even if I got to keep my distance, even if I can't be there long because of my medical situation, I'll give the word, I love you, and I'll dip. And I want to traverse all deep in the South and having my security on deck. Somebody talk Black to me. I love y'all to pieces. And I ain't talking about running from no office either. I'm talking about just using the power of Black voice and going directly to the people. Inshallah. I love y'all to pieces. My name is Vicky Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicky. Don't forget you can still sign up for my weekly masterminds at clubvicky.com, clubvicky.com. Let me get ready to drop this one spiritual principle in just a few moments. The rest of you like, share, subscribe. Let everybody know to tune into the prime time show, the Vicky Show, right here on FlyNewBeingQueenTV.com. I love you to pieces. All Black National Convention, allblacknationalconvention.com. Sign up the 23rd through the 25th. You don't want to miss it. I love you.